Hello friends, welcome to Java Basic Tutorial, and today's topic is Singleton class. So what is a Singleton class? So basically Singleton class can only have one instance and all its method and variables belong to this particular single instance. So when we use this particular Singleton class, whenever there is a need to limit the number of object for any class, at that time we use Singleton class. So basic examples of using singleton class is like whenever we want to do some database connection, so we should be like having only single instance of that particular connection, not multiple instances. So that is one example. Another example is like while implementing logging, thread pool. So these are the use cases where we can use singleton class. So there are few key points while designing a singleton class. So first thing is like we should have a private constructor. What private constructor will do, like it will ensure that the class cannot be instantiated from outside the class. Second thing is we should have a static instance. So whatever variable we define, that should be a static. So another thing, we should have a public method. So what is the use of this public method? So this method will provide a global method of access to the instance. And fourth key point is thread safety. So we should be more vigilant here to provide proper care to ensure that singleton class which we have created is a thread safe class. So these are the four key points. I'll repeat once again. First is the private constructor, second is static instance, third is public method, and fourth is thread safety. These things we need to take care while designing a singleton class. Now, how to design a singleton class? There are multiple ways to implement singleton class in Java. First one is eager initialization, second is lazy initialization, third is thread safe singleton, fourth is build-pug singleton implementation. So I'll talk one by one. First one is eager initialization. So in the eager initialization approach, the singleton instance is created at the time of class loading. So as you can see in the code example below where I have mentioned here, first thing we have created a singleton instance here which is static. Second thing, we need a private constructor. So here you can see I have created a private constructor. Third thing, we have to create a public method which is available across. So this is the public method, and what it will return? It will return the instance. So this is how eager initialization work. Nothing much fancy here. It's a simple like creating a static final variable, then a private constructor, then a static method which is public, which will return the instance of the singleton class. And below, like here, I have created one show message method which will like called from the main class, as you can see here, and it is creating a singleton object here, and it is calling that particular method. So that is about eager initialization. Now coming to second one, lazy initialization. So what is lazy initialization does? Like in this approach, the instance is created when it is required for the first time. So what is the difference between eager and lazy? In the eager, every time when the class loads, the instance gets created. But in the lazy initialization, it won't happen like that. It will be created only when required. So that this is the main difference between both. So mostly lazy initialization is preferred because it can save resources. But the problem here is it is not thread safe. So to make the resource thread safe, we need to implement synchronization, which we'll be talking in the next way to implement singleton. So I'll walk through the code. So in the code, as you can see, the basic same steps. First, we have to declare a static variable, and then we need to have a private constructor, and then we need to have a public method which will provide access to the instance. So I have created one public method here which will return the instance. But the only catch is it will first check whether the instance is null or not. If already the instance is created previously, for example, there is some database connection for that we are creating the object. So if already that object is present, then this condition will not create the instance again. So for the first time only, it will create the instance, and here it is returning the instance. Then coming down here, like again, I have created a show message method which is called from the main class, and that method will be generating the instance here. So that is about lazy initialization. So the third way to implement singleton is thread safe singleton. So here in the thread safe singleton, we use synchronization in order to ensure that only one thread should be able to access the method which is responsible for creating singleton instance. So what is the difference here? So as you can see here in the code, here I have created same static variable then a private constructor. After that, here is the catch while ensuring thread safety. So first thing, I have created a static method, and then I have checked whether instance equal to null or not. If it is null, then I am writing this synchronized block, and inside this synchronized block I'm again checking whether the instance is null or not. If it is instance equal to null, then only new instance of the singleton class will be created and it is returned here. So basically this is for thread safety purpose. So this is about thread safe singleton way of writing singleton class. And yeah, so the fourth one is build pug singleton implementation. So this approach take advantage of Java memory model and it ensures that the singleton instance is created only when it is requested for the first time. More or less it is similar to eager loading, but there is a little catch here. So here as you can see, we are creating a static class singleton helper, and then nested class is referenced after get instance. So here you can see private static final singleton instance. Here we have created a variable. Then we have created a public method to provide the access to the instance. So this public method will provide the access to the instance, and then similarly like from the main method I'm calling this show method, show message method, in order to like check whether the instance is created or not. So this is all about the four different ways to like create singleton class in Java: easy initialization, lazy initialization, thread safe singleton, and build bug singleton. Thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day.